Hello, and we are just going to do a easy restorative yoga session today. This is my yoga model. Wave to the camera. She's going to be helping us out today for this restorative session. Okay, if I can have you come lie on your back. And go ahead and stretch the legs out long. Point the toes to the ceiling. Engage your core and begin to reach the arms behind you into a full body stretch. Really lengthen out the body. And go ahead and bring the arms back into your sides. And continue this motion up and overhead and down into your sides. Just real easy to start. Just a couple of breaths. You want to just make sure that your toes are pointing towards the ceiling. You got that lower belly pulled in, and relax all the muscles in your face. The next time you find your arms overhead, hold. Stretch it out as much as you like that feels good up in your shoulders. And then bring your arms back to your sides. Now, step the feet to the wide edges of the mat and place a bend in your knees. Yep. And pull them in a little bit closer to the hip bones. Yeah, and step the feet all the way to the wide edges of your mat. Yeah, pinky toes just hanging out. Put the arms out in T's and go ahead and move your legs to the left and then to the right into a windshield wiper motion. As your legs fall to the left, look to the right. And as your legs fall to the right, look to the left. Go ahead and release that neck. And I encourage you to go as slow as you can go. Really melt into the pose of the windshield wipe. Next time you find your knees facing the ceiling, go ahead and pause. Stretch the legs out long. Stretch the arms out long up over your head. And go ahead and bring the legs together, the thighs and the ankles as they're stretched out long. Zip up the legs. Bring the leg, push them together as they're very nice. And then go ahead and grab the hands behind you. Grab the palms. Yep, as you continue to rest on the floor. Now go ahead and scoot your legs to the left-hand side of the mat, just the legs. Keep the trunk of the body here and go ahead and scoot the legs. Do you want me to help you? Okay, I'm just gonna move the legs over here. Is that comfortable? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, as you keep the legs over here and keep this part of your body stable, go ahead and pick up the upper body and move it over to the left, just a couple of inches, to kind of create a small C. Is that comfortable for you? How do your arms feel?
Feels comfortable.
Okay. Just hold this for a few breaths. And if you want a little bit of extra stretch, you can take that right foot and place it over your left ankle. How's that feel?
Good stretch.
Okay. Now make sure you're relaxing all the muscles in your face. Draw that chin down into your chest to lengthen out the neck and relax your shoulders. Relax everything, hold nothing. Now I invite you to take the same stretch on the opposite side of the body. So go ahead and move the legs over to the right. And move the body body, the upper half of the body over to the right too. Now if you find your left shoulder creeping up, you might be scooted over just a tinge too far, and you don't have to go over a mile. You can just move an inch, because you don't want to overstretch the connective tissue. You really want to make sure you're stretching your actual muscles. Go ahead and find a comfortable position in your neck. Really draw the chin into the chest. Relax your calves, your thighs, your lower belly, your shoulders. Just go ahead and come into a full body stretch. Okay, take the feet and bring them into your hip bones. Go ahead and bend the knees, keep the feet on the ground right there. And I want you to just hang on to both of your knees for a moment. Just bring them into your chest to kind of release that low back. Go ahead and place your hands on your kneecaps and rock side to side, just a slight massage of the spine, just whichever feels nice. You can walk forward and back if that would feel nice too. Kind of loosen that up. Now go ahead and place your left foot on the ground as you hang on to your right foot, correct? Yep, just like that. And grab behind your right thigh with both hands. Grab behind your right thigh. Your right thigh. With both hands. Like this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Okay. And begin to straighten out the right leg to the ceiling. And you want to make sure when you get to the ceiling, you really flex that right foot. Flex and And go ahead and bring it down to the ground and then back up to the ceiling at your own breath for a couple of rounds. Next time you find your way up to the ceiling, pause with the leg as straight as you can make it. Go ahead and roll out that ankle, roll it to the left, kind of in a circular motion, just the ankle, and then roll it to the right. Bring it front and back. Go ahead and bring the leg back up, and just the ankle, front and back. Yes, very nice. Go ahead and place that leg back down on the floor. And place a bend in the knee. And bring in the left thigh. Yes, hand behind the left thigh. And point and flex the left leg. Yeah. Up towards the ceiling and then down back towards the mat. Yes, in a dynamic motion for a few breaths. Does that feel okay on your leg?
Yes.
Okay. Make sure you're really rooting that right foot into the ground and keep those shoulders planted in the ground. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Next time you find your way for that leg to be straightened, hold. Go ahead and circle out the ankle to the left for a few rounds. Circle it out to the right. And then bring the ankle towards you and then behind you. And then place that foot back onto the ground. Go ahead and take a full body stretch. Bring the arms back in. Place the bend in your knees. Keep your feet about hip width distance apart. Perfect. Now, really root those hands into the ground. Root your feet into the ground. Begin to squeeze your gluteus max and take your hips up to the ceiling as far as you can go, and then back down to your yoga mat. Repeat this motion for a few breaths. Make sure you're not holding anything in your face. You're releasing your jaw if you're clenching your jaw. Lift and spread the toes. Keep your navel towards your spine. And next time you find your way up, hold for a few breaths. Okay, and then place the hips down. And the easiest way, come to hands and knees. So you're going to flip over onto hands and knees. If you could just scoot back about a foot. Yeah, keep the hands where they are and keep moving the knees back a little bit further into a tabletop look. And really press the hands into the yoga mat. Spread those fingers apart. You know, we walk around all day clenching our hands, so really just spread those fingers and spread the toes. And go ahead and take a look at your back feet, and if they are creeping in, yeah, keep them separated. Very nice. Okay, so now I want you to press into the tops of your feet. So keep your knees where they were at and begin to relax the foot down. Yeah, there you go. Relax the other foot. Nice. Now go ahead and press the hands into the ground, and I want you to lift as you keep the calves where they at, and you're pressing the hands into the ground. I want you to lift the knees up about an inch to hover, and then let them come back down slowly to the ground. So you just go ahead and take a look at me for a moment. So you're going to be right here, and you're pressing in with your toes. Take a look at my toes, and then just lift the knees down. Just lift. Very good. Now come back down. We'll just have you do that a couple of times. Very good. One more time, and hold for 2 breaths. And then come back down. Now, I want you to leave are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in order to take a break, since that was a little bit challenging, I'm going to have you come to child's pose. So what I want you to do is come back to hands and knees where you were at in the tabletop position. And place the big toes together. Your big toes, place them together. Relax the feet. Take the knees a little bit wider apart. Yep. Wider. The right knee a little bit wider. And stretch the arms out long in front of you and relax down onto the ground like this. Yeah, go ahead and stretch the arms out a little bit longer in front of you. Go ahead and I'm going to help you. I can tell you're a little nervous. Go ahead and straighten out the arms. Straighten them out a little. Is this comfortable?
No.
Okay, so come out of the pose.
Totally out of the pose?
Yeah, go ahead and lie down on your back. You're doing great. This is your second time practicing yoga.
Yes.
So, during yoga, I know it's just you and I today, but never compare yourself to anyone else, and be glad that you're here trying something new. And, how old are you?
59.
59, and you've never really practiced yoga before,
No.
so you're doing great, and remind yourself of that, okay? So we're gonna pick back up. I'm gonna have you go ahead and place all 4 corners of the feet together, like press the feet into one another, yep, and relax. And then go ahead and bring your arms out in T's. We're just gonna take a couple breaths in this position. I'm gonna have you draw the chin into your chest. Close your eyes. Relax all the muscles in your face. Unclench the jaw. And if your mind has begun to drift anywhere, I invite you to bring it back into this room and focus on the here and the now. Go ahead and bring the legs back up. Yep, keep them bent. Bring the arms back into your sides and begin to grab the outsides of your feet. Like this, yeah. Grab the outsides of your feet and lift them up. Yes, just as, is that?
That's fine.
Okay. And if you can, relax your shoulders onto the ground. That way you're bringing your legs in closer to you. You know, just let your legs come in. How's that?
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. And go ahead and kind of, as you really grip onto the outside of your feet, rock from side to side slightly. Yeah, just like an inch or so. How does that feel on the spine?
Oh, it's stretching it out, feels good.
Okay, good.